Colour can be so inspiring. As a content creator, having the right background lighting can help so much. In today's video, I will be unboxing, setting up and sharing my review of the Nanoleaf Shapes, focusing on their Hexagon shape starter kit. Hey everyone, Ricky here from Ricky's Tech Talk. Let's begin by seeing what's in the box. So lifting the lid up. On top, you're going to see our paperwork, so let's take a look. So you've got Nanoleaf, and that's the starter kit there. Then it shows you some design shapes that you can choose. So this is above a bed frame. So you can have it in the bedroom, you can have it in an office, a den, a gaming cave, your battle station, and you can see here all the different designs you can choose. And you can scan the QR code to download the application. So there is a Nanoleaf application that is from the Google Play Store or the iTunes App Store. And we just have the warranty and other information there as well. So moving on to our hexagonal shapes. So these come in different options. So you can either get 5, 9 or 15. We've been sent 9. So a massive thank you to Nanoleaf. And all of them are the same. And on the back here you can see that it attaches to the wall and there's some sticky pads. So you've got 9 of these in my box here. You may have different ones depending which ones you chose, but yeah, really interesting to look at these. I think it's a really intuitive idea and it's very clever what they can do as well. So I can't wait to share all of the different features and options you can change to add a little bit of color into your life. Might be an office that you're working in full time. You could also have it in the living room as well, because it can sync up with content or it can sync up to music. It can be so much fun even for children as well as a sensory need option. So all of these have the same connection on the back, and there's some other accessories in here as well. And then we're going to go through these. So these are just the last few panels now to get out of the box, and they all have connection pins on the back as well, so where they can connect into, and it's very easy to install, but don't worry, I will show you how to do this. Underneath our hexagonal shapes, we do have our power supply. So this is 42 watts, and you do have some adapters in here. So you have an EU one or a UK one. So we're going to use the UK 3-pin plug, and this just simply slides on. A little bit fiddly and a little bit tricky, but it just slides on and very easy to use. Also in the box you will find your smart control panel, so this will link onto your panel and you can set it wherever you want to. That has some simple controls on it. Then you'll have your linkers to connect in your panels, so these will connect onto the different panels, and this is where you can arrange it in different shapes, because on each edge of the hexagonal you have different options to add the linking connection. Then you have another link there to link onto your smart control that I've just shown previously. Then also in the box you'll find your double-sided adhesive tapes. You'll get 10 of these, and there's some little Nanoleaf stickers there as well. We all like some stickers involved with products. So you get 10 of these, and what you do is you stick one side onto the hexagonal panel and then one side on the wall, and they come off really clean and easy, leaving no marks, and it's really good, especially when you're in a rented property like us. So switching over now to the white wall, as you can see I've put an adhesive tape on the back and we've connected the power strip as well. We've also added in the connections, and all you do is you line up and you simply press in the middle and you do a circular motion as I show here, and by doing that it makes the adhesive stick to the wall and stick to the pad. The power supply is on. I thought I'd put it on so you can see the lights as they grow, and all I do is repeat this over time for the rest of the 9 panels, and we chose one of the shapes that came on the card that I showed previously. And just like that, it's complete and it's set up and ready to go, and it looks really nice going through the RGB colours here, and it makes the wall look like a feature wall, which is really nice. It's something different instead of just having a plain wall. As I mentioned, there is an app available from Google Play Store or the iOS App Store. So this is the Google Play Store. It just shows you the app and the basic functionalities, but I'm going to go into it in greater detail. There is a desktop app that you will need to download to get your content to pair up. This is where it can match the colours that you're seeing on your display. The lights will reflect it. So it's really interesting in the options you have available here. And one of the other big positives that I really like about the Nanoleaf products is the compatibility. So you can use it with Apple HomeKits, you can use it with Google Assistant, you can use it with Amazon Alexa, you've got Samsung SmartThings and other options also, which I think is amazing. This product is really open and able to connect to multiple different devices, and Nanoleaf have chosen this way of doing it, which means it opens it up to a much wider audience, because when you lock it down, such as Apple do with some of their products, or such as Samsung do with theirs, even Amazon Alexa with their devices, and Google, it locks it down, and that means that people have to make that decision. But when a company like Nanoleaf with their products and the hexagonal shapes that we have here open it up to everyone, I think that's really nice to see and such a good option to have. So a question I want to ask you is, when you choose a device, which service sort of do you use for your smart home? Is it based around Amazon? Is it based around Apple, Samsung, Google, or do you do it over the internet? I know some people use a Raspberry Pi and control it through an internet option. Me personally, we have a mixture, so I'm in the Apple ecosystem. I have been for many years. I use an Android device though, very happy to do that. I want to know what you use, so we've got a mixture of Apple and Amazon here at home. So you have the ability to mix shapes and designs to create your perfect RGB flow for your office or gaming area. It depends wherever you want to put these, and you can have the light subtly change as well. So if you had a very relaxing place, a very calm place, you choose the warmer colours that could slowly move through. If you had a gaming area, you'd have your bright RGB colours that can really entice you in. If it's at night time, you can have a light that slowly changes throughout the night. You can set schedules. You can set different options as well. So as I'm talking about this, I'm going to show different things about the application, and there's so much you can change and adjust, and obviously with that connection to your smart home devices and also the smart home technologies such as Siri, such as Alexa, such as Google Assistant, you can just give a simple command and that option will be great. You can even set up a morning schedule. It works in the Apple HomeKit itself, which is going to be updated quite a lot with iOS 16, so make sure to stay subscribed for that, because we're going to have a dedicated look at iOS 16. So looking at the Nanoleaf application in greater detail, as I said, I'm looking at this on the iOS device, but it is available on Android. But with every smart home accessory comes a separate application, and it can be quite confusing. So for this application, it's really good. It's clear, it's obvious what you need to do, simple controls, but enough to change and adjust to make these lights your own. Really involved in the way you go through the setup process as well, ever so easy, very simple. So on Android, the best option was the NFC on the back of your device. Tap the light and then it works for you instantly. With an iOS device, I found through the HomeKit works, so either you scan the QR code or you enter a simple code which is on your smart control device that I showed you, which is plugged into the hexagonal shape, and the application is simple, it works and it syncs very easily. So this is a real positive as well, because of the applications I've seen in the past for some smart home technology devices. They can be clunky, they can be a little bit boring, very fiddly as well. The setup process isn't easy, but it's really nice to see this. It's quick, it's clean, it's easy to use, but also you've got enough settings to make it enjoyable as well. So if you want to go in and tinker, change the way things look, you can check for updates, it's all there. As I mentioned, there is also a desktop application as well. So if you want to stream and share what's on your display to add extra color to your room, you can do. You do need to download the desktop application. I will leave a link in the video description. There is an option for Mac and Windows, which is great. So you've got multiple different platforms again. So big tick there, Nanoleaf, well done. And it gives you the option to stream. So as I'm talking about this, you'll see the colors mirroring what is on my display, and I think that's really important. And then just sharing some of the other options. So you can deck out your sort of gaming area, your entertainment area with your TV room. It could be with your bedroom. It can be an ultra modular light panels as well, because you can mix and match these ones. So the shapes, you can get the triangles, small triangles, hexagonals, and you could just let this grow. You could have an arch over your TV. You could have a nice shape design going up left and right of your TV. In the bedroom, you can have a nice subtle flow across the headboards, and you could use that light for reading with the touch controls as well. It just makes it so easy and enjoyable. So you can upgrade your battle area or your gaming area. So the color changing system lighting is set up and easy to use with mirroring, as I mentioned. You can add shapes, panels, so you can have this set behind you, you can have it set to the side, and as I mentioned, you can mirror and custom the RGB scenes to your games. And that, again, that pulls you into your game. It makes you more immersed into your game, and it gives that sense of 4D as well. So obviously you haven't got wind, rain, or movement. You might have movement in your chair when you're moving, getting around and excited with your game. But with the light, it just adds an extra effect, which is really nice. It draws you in. And for me, I've used this with movies. I've used it with content creation. I've used it with reading in the evening. I've just used it to have a subtle light in the room if I wanted to. And with the touch options, it's just so easy. Just want to say the touch options you do have to set up in the application. So with these Nanoleaf panels and different shapes, you can get creative with endless design possibilities. You can let your imagination run wild. You can upgrade as well, so I can take one of my panels off because they easily pop off. So when you take a panel off, they pop off the connection. It pops off the connection backing of the panel, and then if you want to remove it completely, you pull the strip down, the adhesive strip, you pull it down and it comes off the wall clean and easy, leaving no marks. But with this, you can set your space however you want to, and you can have unique layouts. You can add custom RGB colors, you can add different options. So there are triangles, there's different options, there's big, small triangles, you've got your hexagonals, or you can use other elements from Nanoleaf. And you can use the layout assistant in the Nanoleaf app to help you see your design before you create it. You can change and adjust it. It will let you know the power supply you need as well, because there are two different options. So we've got the smaller side of the power option at the moment, but if I had more panels, it would let me know that I need to get a higher power supply. And you can get design inspirations as well in the application. They've got other members sharing their designs and what they've created, and it's great to see this. And you can see it before you actually create it. So you can create your design in the application, you can use your camera, show it at the wall, and it will augment reality, put it on the wall for you straight away, which is really good. With your smart control that's connected to the hexagonal shapes, you have some touch controls. So you have your power, you have your ability to change the brightness up or down, you have the ability to go through colours, and there's different options. There's a shuffle button that will shuffle a mode and randomly choose one for you. And also there is the music option, and this is where it will react to music, and that can be so enjoyable because that can transform your favourite songs into a music festival like scene for you. It brings that music home to you, makes you feel immersed again in your music, and that will subtly change depending on the song you're listening to. So if it's fast-paced, beaty music, so for me, quite like Clubland or the old style 90s songs I quite like, showing my age. That's very fast-paced music, very quick movement of light, but really enjoyable. My partner, on the other hand, likes soft, relaxing music, and the lights will subtly change depending on what is playing. And as I mentioned, the big one for me is it's just enjoyable to touch something. Being visually impaired, I don't want to go to those little controls. Being visually impaired, it's nice that it's connected to so many smart assistants and so much smart home technology. That's great. I can use my voice and ask. If you don't have the ability to use your voice, you can see the controls, you'll be able to touch, and you control your lights with a swipe, taps, and you can do whatever you want to them to turn them on and off. You can go through the brightness, you can change the scenes without ever pulling out the application, and it's just fun and interactive. There's also touch games available as well, like Whack-A-Mole, which is quite interesting and quite fun to do. So just to wrap up here, it's entertainment beyond the scene. It gives you the ability to enhance your viewing experience. You see this with monitors, with RGB around monitors, you see it on your gaming setups, and it just enhances your environment. So I've got mine linked with Hue lighting as well, works again smart home, but this just makes a wall a feature wall. You can change, you can move it, it's reusable, you can get extras for it, you can touch control it, you can use your voice, you can use the application to change and adjust it so much. You can see inspiration from other members of the community, and for me it's been a real viewing pleasure. They've worked ever since I've put them up. I've had them for a few months now, had no issues. I've removed one panel, put a panel back on. It's great. I think I'm going to get some triangles, add some triangles to it. If you want to see me try a different design, please let me know. Leave a comment underneath that like button and I will be happy to help. If you have any questions or any queries, also leave a comment below and I'm always very happy to help. I will leave a link in the video description to Nanoleaf website with the links to their application and also their inspirational designs. From me, Ricky, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's made you think out the box. It can let your mind run wild and choose your own design as well. And if you do have some, let me know what your design is. Give a picture as well, let me see, and I might change mine around as well. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and as I mentioned, if there is anything that I can help with, make sure to leave a comment below. From me, Ricky, thanks for watching. I will see you in my next video. If you want to see further content from Ricky's Tech Talk, make sure to check out these two videos here on the left, and if you haven't yet already, come on and join us and subscribe by clicking my face here on the right. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.